Why does love seem to come so easy for some people and for others a battle? If you know someone who has not yet found Mr. Right, no worries, there is still hope. In her book, My Knight in Shining Armor is Coming, he's just stuck in traffic. Lindlsey Lowell, she inspires single women to have the courage and conviction to believe that true love is really out there. And she joins us now. Hi, Lindlsey.
Good morning, Jocelyn. How are you?
Okay, how long did it take you to find your Mr. Right, your Knight in Shining Armor?
Emotionally, it felt about like 1,000 years. But I would say on and off online dating, it took me about, well, after I met him, probably about 2 weeks, because it was instantaneous. So,
well,
yes.
Your book is funny.
Thank you.
And there he is. Oh,
that
that's
is
a
my
beautiful wedding
Yeah, that's
picture.
my Knight in Shining Armor. Thank you.
As I said, your book is funny, and you go through a lot of your experiences in trying to find Mr. Right.
Yes.
But you do use online dating.
I did, because I had to resort to it after nothing else worked. I went through friends, I went through work. There was no other areas to explore. So online dating worked for me. It took a while, and 80% of the men who email you are from Tajikistan or the next town over, which is Loserville. So you do have to sift through a lot of junk.
We should tell everybody that you are a publicist. You live in the Los Angeles area.
Yes.
So it was kind of tough. That's not a good community to really be looking for Mr. Right.
No, it's not. There's a lot of interesting people in my business. So yeah, in terms of straight, good men, it's hard.
Okay, other than the tips, which we are going to in a few minutes, you do dish about some actors in this book. You have Aaron Eckhart, also Paula Abdul, Vince Vaughn, David Beckham, and you don't say many nice things about these people. Do they know they're in the book?
I don't think they do, and I hope I don't get sued. Please don't sue me. But these are stories that I know, that, you know, and you come across actors in LA. You can't go into Starbucks or go into any location in LA and not come across actors. It just happens.
And you actually had encounters with some of these people along the way in trying to find Mr. Right.
Yes, I did. Yes.
So that was what was funny, and how you actually put them, I guess, put them off in a different way. You put them on there. You took them down.
Well, you know, I didn't want to take them down, but honestly, you know, bad behavior is something that is comical, so that's what I wrote about. I mean, it was bad behavior, and it was hilarious, so of course I'm going to write about it.
Well, I told my daughter, you got to kiss a lot of frogs to find your prince, and you did, didn't you?
Oh, I kissed a lot of frogs. I should have warts all over my body, but I don't. You do. You go through a lot of very interesting people before you find the right one.
You have some fun tips and serious tips as well. Let's go to some of them.
Sure.
First thing you say to women, do not settle.
No. It sounds obvious, but it's actually not. Because women, when you get your 30s and even in your 40s, you start to think to yourself, I'm really not going to find anyone that is really the right person for me, or a really true love. So, you know, this guy is great, he's got a great job, that'll have to do. And do not do that. Do not settle. True love is what is going to last. It's what's going to make your life an amazing life, so you need to wait for true love.
And you actually went back to Match.com. We can use that, can't we?
I went back to the source.
Yes, you did. And you did it. You decided after your 40th birthday, you're just going to do it one more time because your dad advised you to do so.
You know, my father, I owe it to my father. Who knew my father was such a hopeless romantic? He said, go back online. And I said, are you insane? I'm going to wind up in the loony bin. And he said, just consider it your last hurrah. And I got off the phone and I said, you know what? Okay. So I went on back for 1 month. And after 2 weeks, I met Jonathan, my husband.
And everything's been good since then.
He's such a hunk. He's awesome. It's true love. I mean, it was instantaneous. We met, for both of us, it was instant fireworks.
A lot of conversations. You just knew.
We just knew. You just knew. Our first phone conversation, and we hadn't even met, was 2 hours long. And I've never had a conversation that long with someone I don't know.
So you really connected.
Yeah. I did.
All right, the second tip you have is arm yourself. What do you mean by that?
Women need to be strong. And you know what happens is that you go to a cocktail party when you're single, or you go out with friends, and you're an easy target. People will say things to you like, oh, so why are you still single? Which really is like saying, what's wrong with you?
Exactly.
And it's a terrible thing to say, and they want to poke into your personal life. And you want to say back to them, should I ask you about how your sex life is with your husband? I mean, why are you interrogating me about my personal life?
It's like asking, why don't you have kids and you're married?
Yes, exactly. It's just rude. So you need to have one-liners to come back with that you feel comfortable with, that you can just throw out there. It's like saying, oh, so why do you think I should settle? You're implying that I should settle. Why do you think that? And I always turn it back onto a question onto them. It's a very good tactic.
I wish we had more time, but we don't. The name of the book, again, is My Knight in Shining Armor is Coming. He is just stuck in traffic. Where can we get the book?
Amazon.com, and if you go on my website, ladiesinthepink.com.
Lindlsey, it was fun reading the book, seriously.
Thank you, Jocelyn.
You're welcome.